Welcome back to Christians in Media, the television show where we talk with the TV and film industry's most influential Christians. I'm your host, Christina Lopez. On today's show, we talk with one PLNU graduate who has worked on films such as B-Movie and Kung Fu Panda. If you've ever wondered what it takes to enter into this cutthroat industry, the answer is quite simple. Let's take a look and see what Jason has to say about the key to success and what advice he has to give anyone looking to enter into the media industry.
What kind of advice or tips do you have for people pursuing a career in media industry? It's probably a lot. But.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot I'd like to say. I guess the biggest thing is just that positive nature, you know? The ability to have a smile on your face no matter what you do. It sounds so cheesy, but it's just so important. Right. There are a lot of people that you end up working with, and not just at DreamWorks, anywhere in the world, any other jobs I've had, that they're just not happy in life, and they're not happy with where I think they are and where they're working and whatnot. And even if you do a bad job, because we've all had really bad jobs, I'm no exception to that. Yeah. If you do a bad job with a smile on your face and you show that, hey, I'm happy to be alive, I'm happy to be, living and have, God in your life, I think that's something that really goes a lot further than people realize, I mean, if you go into an interview and you're really nervous around people and you just, you tense up and that's not your thing, you start sweating, that's okay. People recognize you're a human. If you smile and you make light of the fact that you are a human, people respect that. People respond to that. So I guess, any graduating seniors, anybody who's thinking about getting into the real world, just realize that having a smile goes a lot further than you'd realize.
And now the million-dollar question, what do you see yourself doing 5 to 10 years from now? Now that you're at DreamWorks, what do you see, like, your vision?
My favorite answer to this question is from a comedian. I see myself 5 years from now celebrating the 5th year anniversary of you asking me this question. No, that is a really good question. I have recently become, transferred from management to being an artist here, and awesome. From here, I just want to learn as much as possible. Education is so important to me, and not, proper education, formal education, but just the learning process in general, learning new things and whatnot. I hope to have a family, kind of pretty much newly married, a year now, and hope to thank you very much. Hope to have some kids down the road, but kids nonetheless. And I'm really excited the prospects of what it means to be a father. Awesome. Wow. It sounds cheesy, but I'm excited to have kids to come home to and celebrate the day with and jump on a trampoline with and whatnot. And I just like family, so excited about that. Awesome. Career-wise, where I see myself, really hope to be a department supervisor on the artistic side someday. I think that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. If it happens in 5 years, amazing. If it happens in 10, still good. Yeah. So I would love to be an artistic head of something like final layout or character effects or something like that here in the graphic world. Would
you ever want to direct a feature length?
Yeah.
That's kind of a fully loaded question, but...
Yeah, it is. I think directing is so much fun. It's a lot of fun. Anyone who has even an inkling to try it, please try it. It's a lot of fun. You'll learn a lot from it. Directing at a studio is a little bit different. Yeah. There's a lot more people who have their eyes focused on your movie. So you're going to have a lot more opinions, a lot more people pitching in their ideas into the fire, so to speak. So directing at a studio can be really discouraging to some people. I myself, I could very easily see myself doing it one day, yeah. Awesome. Not necessarily aiming that direction, but if it happened, I definitely wouldn't complain.
Definitely not. Having met you today, I found out that you're from the Central Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Bakersfield.
Central Valley represent.
Very nice. So you came from a small town to a big town, obviously.
Yeah.
San Diego and then to LA. How has that affected you, I don't know, personally?
It's a really good question. I think I came from a small town, very much a small town boy. We have lots of, crew parties, and there's lots of big famous people all the time walking around the studio, and it's always a little overwhelming for me. I still tend to not be the kind of person you'll find in downtown Hollywood on a Saturday night. I prefer to be hanging out, with watching a movie with my wife or whatnot at home. But again, back to the fact that everything is so diverse here. You find so many different types of people. It's interesting because there's so many other people just like me that they'd rather not do the clubbing thing, or rather go just hang out as friends or whatnot at a coffee shop, that type of thing. And being in a big city, there is so much that incorporates both the big city mentality and the small city mentality, So DreamWorks is no exception to that. It's been cool to find fellow Central Valley people and fellow small town people from around the world that I can connect with.
So you get so excited when you find out?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like, wow, people aren't still there? You made it out? You too? Yeah, no, it's very exciting.
And is there any other tips or anything you want to let people know while you're here?
No, it's been really, really good talking with you guys. I guess one, last thing to anybody who's watching or whatever is, don't be afraid of the world. It's a big place, and it is insanely scary when you kind of finish off college or whatever. But what's beyond that hurdle is so amazing and so incredible. It's inspiring. You think, crap, I don't know what's after this. I don't know what's coming after school. But then it hits you like a ton of bricks, and you realize you're at a studio or you're working at a place you never thought you would, with amazing people and people you love to meet. And it's yeah, they say that college is the best time or whatever. I would actually argue that life after college is just as much fun.
Good. So something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your encouraging words.
It's been really nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
While Hollywood may not be the most ideal place for Christians to work their ministry, there is no doubt that God has placed some talented people to help produce some great work out of Hollywood. Currently, Jason Carter is still employed at DreamWorks as he continues his work on several animated features set to premiere over the next few years. That just about does it for us today on Christians in Media. Stay tuned next time as we talk with another Christian leader in the media industry. Who knows who we'll meet up with next? I'm your host, Christina Lopez. Until then, Point Loma.